Okay, this is Miranda Blazek for the 1.7 technology task. I went ahead and did all the math out real quick. I wanted to make sure everything was correct, so I'll just walk through it real quick. This is talking about the height of a baseball, and it's saying the baseball's hit, so its height S in feet after t seconds is this equation here, which is S equals negative 16 t squared plus 44t plus 4. The main question here is, for what time period is the ball at least 32 feet above the ground? Since S is the height, we're going to plug that into the equation right here. So S is now 32 is equal to the negative 16t squared plus 44t plus 4. The way I did this, I reordered it and then divided throughout by 4. So this is that first equation, and it makes it go into the 0, which is what you need to factor to 0. Coming down, as you go through this math here, you end up getting finally down to the end of the factor, which is that 4t, t minus 1 in parentheses, minus 7t minus 1 again in parentheses, equals to 0. Factor this down a little bit further until we can get it down to each side of it being 0. So there's actually two answers here. You get 4t minus 7 equals 0, or t minus 1 equals 0. To simplify that out, you end up getting the t equals 7/4 or 1.75, or t equals 1. So I wanted to go on through, as the question asked, to make sure that we checked it with our calculator. I had a little bit of trouble on my TI-84 Plus. It was a little difficult for me to figure out, so I also did it on the computer. I tried it out with that Desmos to see what it would do. But real quick, I'll go through the check. So what we did here is just plug the solution set back into the original equation here. So everywhere there was t, I did 1 first. So I just plugged it back in. There was 16 times 1 squared, 44 times 1 plus 4. As you go through the math, that's what I used my calculator for. That just helped out with the simple math of it, was just going through and getting the answers off of it. It does equal true, so it does equal the 32 to the 32. So that is true, which is one of our solutions. And then I also did it as the 1.75 or 7/4, so it was just a little easier to do it that way. As you go down through the math, though, you do get the 32 equals 32, so it's true as well. So the solution set ends up being 7/4 and 1. So I tried that on the Desmos. I plugged in my equation and then my solution set, and it gave me the parabola.